This video is going to be a breakdown of my level 2 assessment. Overall, the day was okay. I passed, so that's great, but I felt Origym didn't prepare me properly. And I'm also autistic and have ADHD, and I struggled a lot in the build-up to my practical assessment. And despite reaching out, I didn't feel like I was given the best support. But what I did when I got there is I explained to my assessor that I'm autistic and I take some time to process things, and he was lovely. And what I will say is he did want me to do well. He wanted me to succeed, and he was happy for me to take time and ask clarifying questions if I needed. So you can let yourself know that if you do need to double check anything, you can ask for clarification. So if you miss here or you want to hear again what you need to do, then you can do so. It is best to be prepared with warm clothes because you're sitting around for a bit. Take food and snacks and things, maybe a book, or do some revision. It can be a long day. I was there for about 3 hours, so not as long as they tell you it can be, but it does go by quite slowly. My actual assessment probably took about 20 minutes. There was 3 of us that turned up for mine. I was paired with someone else doing another level 2, so doing the same level, but he was then paired up with me and also the other person who was doing a level 3. So you may well be paired up with somebody doing a different level than what you're doing, so just bear that in mind. That was actually the worst part for me, was being someone else's client. I could remember the exercises and things okay, and rep ranges, but doing exercise in front of somebody for their assessment, not even my own, caused me quite a lot of stress, but it was fine. So it wasn't, but I passed. That's the main thing. When you first arrive, you get time to look around the gym. You're not given a tour or anything, so you really do need to say, am I okay to go walk around the gym? And I'm sure they'll say yes, but you need to instigate it. Nobody will take you around, like you have to do that. I have filmed around the gym that I went to, and it's a separate YouTube video for anyone doing it in Anytime Fitness in Birmingham. You can check that out with the link that I'll put somewhere on the screen. So you need to take an ID because they will check it. You'll also fill out a PARQ, and you'll be told where first aid box is, where the defibrillator is, fire assembly points. You'll be told where those are. Toilets, said that one, water fountains, health and safety, and you need to go all through that with your client. You need to pretend that they don't know where anything is. You need to greet them, be friendly to them, all those things. Essentially, you're pretending that you don't know them and you are giving them a session in the gym. It's a bit weird. It's like a role play, but yeah, just say all of those things and you'll be okay. With the PARQ aspect, you just need to say something along the lines of, I know you've filled in a PARQ already. Is there anything I should be aware of, or has anything changed since filling that in? And that should be fine. Then you have to warm up your client. So I did that on a cross trainer, did 5 minutes. You need to know your RPE scale because you do need to be checking in with your client throughout the whole assessment what their RPE is. So you need to learn that. You also need to learn your power grid or pyramid. So you need to know your rep ranges and how many sets, things like that. The assessor tells you what you need to do, in the sense of he or she might say, I want you to show me a fixed weight exercise in the strength range working the biceps. And you need to then know which exercise to go and take your client to. You need to demonstrate it, and then you need to do the right amount of reps and sets. I missed out the cardiovascular section, so I put my client on the rower and I took him through intervals, and I only did 2 or 3 of them because it's very much about what you are saying. So if you can talk to your client and tell them what you're doing, what you're taking them through, and what will be happening next, as long as the assessor hears all of that and knows that you know what you're doing, then he'll probably move you on. That's what mine did. And that's the same when it comes to sets and reps. If you can verbally say, we're going to do this many sets and this many reps, and you can demonstrate it correctly, and that you're moving around them and giving them tips on form, then you probably, if you have an assessor like mine, won't need to do the whole like 4 sets at this many reps. You'll probably end it after the first or second set. He just or she needs to know that you know what you're doing. I'm going to just run you through the exercises I was told to do. I'm going to read off a screen for this bit. So I did my warm up on the cross trainer. I did some dynamic stretching. So I did squat to overhead reach. That was my dynamic stretch. Then I did my CV on the rower in interval. And then my first fixed weight was the leg press. And I can't remember whether this was strength or hypertrophy, but that was my first exercise. Then I was asked to do, that was a fixed weight exercise. And I think I was asked to show it for the quads. Then I was asked to demonstrate a fixed weight exercise for the chest. So I think he said for the pecs. And I did a seated chest press with a pin loaded machine. Then I had to demonstrate a free weight bent over row with the barbell. So I did that. Then I had to demonstrate bicep curls because it was another free weight. So sometimes he'll ask for the exercise and other times they ask you a certain muscle. So yeah, I was asked to demonstrate a bent over row with a barbell. So I did that. Biceps, I did bicep curls. Then I was asked about triceps. So I did tricep dips because this was a bodyweight exercise. And then I had to do a bodyweight exercise for quads. So I think I did squats. I did my stretch at the end as I focused on the quads because we'd just worked those. And that was it. It's fine. As long as you know your lift list, your power pyramid, and your RPE scale, you will be fine. If you can learn those 3 things, that's what you need. Then it's going to come down to building rapport with your client, talking to them, explaining why you do certain things, looking to give them tips on their form. I was told that I should have moved around my client more. One of my feedback pieces was too static here. Use the space around your client and assess their form. Another one was better positioning needed. Utilize the space around client, assess form and posture. I think as long as you're showing that you're looking at different sides, different levels, you will be fine. I didn't have to demonstrate the whole every set. Literally was like 1 or 2 sets max, and then we moved on to the next one. I think it probably took about 20 minutes in total, and some of that was me processing and thinking what I needed to do. I hope this helps. I think that, just to reiterate, 6 exercises, 2 fixed weight, 2 body weight, and 2 free weight. You'll be asked to exercise a particular muscle, or you might be asked to demonstrate a particular exercise. There's 1 CV section. It'll either be LSD, long slow duration, or interval, like I had. You'll be told which piece of equipment to use as well. You need to do your dynamic stretching, your static stretching at the end, and a warm-up. You need to build rapport with your client, so you need to chat to them, ask them questions about their life, ask them questions about what do they train if they go to the gym. You almost want to over-explain things like how to get on a treadmill. Imagine that this person's never been to the gym. Do your health and safety checks at the beginning. Make sure you take warm clothes, a drink, and yeah, that's it really. You get feedback on the day and you get told whether you passed or failed. My instructor definitely did want me to pass, and I think even if you don't get things right, as long as you're able to justify it or explain that you actually do understand where you went wrong, I think you'll probably pass. That was the vibe that I got. Now I'm going to go and film my level 3 video because I have now passed that as well. And yeah, if you have any questions, honestly, I'm more than happy to help. I had my assessment at Birmingham Anytime Fitness, and yeah, I'm I'm happy to help. I think that sometimes being able to ask questions can be quite reassuring. So I am active on YouTube, or you can email me with my details that are in the description. And yeah, that was my level 2 assessment at, well, that was my practical assessment for my level 2 with Origym. Thanks for watching. Please let me know, how you found this video. It's difficult to talk about with me when it comes to qualifications and exams because my brain is a bit different, but hopefully this will help you work out what you need to do.